Paige is awesome, and I want to be her best friend, and so should you.
I'm a cool kid. So on Friday, my friend Nina and I decided to randomly road trip up to Indianapolis to see John Green, and because we'd never been to Indiana before, it was a lot of fun. Nina had never even heard of John Green before, so I gave her my extra copy of Paper Towns. We read out loud to each other on the way up, which was a lot of fun and hilarious and made my throat sore. So we're driving and I need gas, but we're almost in Indianapolis, and we get off the highway and we're trying to find everything, but there's one-way streets everywhere and we have no idea where we're going, and we're trying to find a gas station. It takes us like 10 minutes, and while we're trying to find the gas station, all we can find are fast food restaurants, and then we drive away from the gas station. We want to get something to eat. While we're looking for fast food restaurants, all we can find our gas stations. We get something to eat, we park by the Harrison Center, and we decide we want to walk around and see Indianapolis, and we're walking to where the big buildings are, and no joke, there are these two guys in a car, and they roll down their window to start talking to us, and they seriously try and lure us into the car by telling us they have a puppy. I mean, really, come on little girl, I have a puppy in the back seat, do you want to pet it? Do we look like we're 12? So we keep walking. After a little while we find a sign to the library, which we decide to follow because it would be a fun place to hang out until the event started. Oh my gosh, it was the best library ever. We are considering another road trip to Indianapolis just for the library. And then it was almost time for the event, so we walked back to the Harrison Center and sit down and wait for it to start. The whole event was really fantastic and a lot of fun. It was for this charity called Second Story, which I will link to in the sidebar, which you all should go check out. And then John Green got up to speak, which of course was always amazing. He read from Looking for Alaska for the first time in like 3 years because a girl who had gotten there early and driven a long way asked him to. So I just posted that as a video of its own, link over there. And then he just answered questions and was funny and charming and all that good stuff as usual.
The movie rights to Looking for Alaska were acquired by by Paramount and Josh Schwartz, the guy who created such turn off the video camera page.
What did he say before he told me I could turn my camera back on? The world will never know.
What an inspiration to me his fine work for the screen has been over the years. Whenever I find myself stuck, what I do is I watch an episode of Gossip Girl and I'm reminded of how stories ought to be structured. What's on my bedside table? This Gore Vidal historical novel about Abraham Lincoln, which isn't that good, so I can't really like heartily recommend it. But you know, I'm into it. I don't know how it's going to end. It could go any way. Like, does he have an awesome second term? I don't know yet. So nobody spoil it for me. I'm very excited. I think that this guy is going to lead us to an awesome post-Civil War Reconstruction, which I'm so grateful for because, you know, it seems like Reconstruction could go really poorly if you don't have the right guy behind it. Boy, I just look forward to seeing how awesome things are in 1866, 1867, etc.
And Nina liked Paper Towns so much that she was sitting and reading while I was over there talking to John. Then we got back in our car and drove home, finished reading Paper Towns aloud to each other, jammed out to silly music, and finally got to sleep when I got home at like 5:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.